Hey, what's up, guys? Stephen Rowland here for another one-shot raw review with some action figures that I collect. Fuck that. That should no. You know what? Keeping it. Um, so these figures are XesRay Studios Combatants Fight for Glory. This guy is Stolo, the Praetorian Prefect. Now, the first one I did was the Praetorian Guard and everything else. He's sitting right there. I'll do a height comparison. When I'm done with this, because on that one I didn't compare it to any action figure whatsoever, so I'll make sure I do that on this one. Anyway, it's been about a year and change since I've done any toy reviews, so I am a little rusty, and I was an amateur then, so I guess I'm still an amateur now. So I do have some extra free time, and I've got quite a few figures in that I feel like talking about. I mean, not that I haven't gotten any in the past year and change that I haven't wanted to talk about, just haven't had the time to make the videos. So one thing that's really cool about the Combatants Fight for Glory, as I slap that thing 3 times, is it's very collector friendly. Like, if you want to take it out and pull the figure out and take a look at it and play with it for a few minutes, you can, and then you can put it right back in the safety of its, home, as in a la plastique. Now this guy is, also, it comes with a notice that says, if you realize that joints are hard to move, put the toy in hot water to make it soft before playing. Right there. So it gives you instructions on what to do with the figure so you don't basically break it. What I'm going to do this time first, because it was hard to get that bastard out, I'm going to pull all the extra side stuff out. This is the Praetorian Perfecto's helmet. It's really, really cool. It was definitely like it fit back in those days. Now this guy, he's like basically the head asshole of this particular squad of Roman soldiers and everything else. The Praetorians that I reviewed on the last one, they're basically the elite of elite. They came from money and they were dicks, and that's how they got that role, and they took advantage of it. Here's a little dagger. It looks really, really wicked cool. If you've seen anything like any of the shows like Spartacus or anything like that, you'll definitely see that these definitely fit and look very, very authentic, I guess is the proper word, as to what they used back in the show and everything else. There's the front of it. I'll set that right there. It comes with an alternate head that comes with the gold mask already sculpted to it and everything else. You got fine detail in the hair. It just looks, dropped it. It looks really, really amazing. The sculpt work and the color and everything, is like, you can see some of the darkness, like he hasn't gone completely gray and everything else. So that was really, really neat. And it's almost a Destro-ish, Pimp Destro-ish look right there to the face plate and everything else. He also comes with a couple extra hands, two relaxed hands. I'll show this to you in a second, and 2 closed fist hands. And I'm not going to show you both. I'm just going to show you one of each. Here is the relaxed fit. A lot of really good detail into it. I don't know if you can see that up close. I don't edit anything, so again, what you see is what you get with these. And then the closed fist, also very well sculpted and everything else. Punch in the face. Anyway, so those, again, the luxury of seeing a raw review. You knock shit over. Okay, now what else we have here, before I pull the figure out, is his gladius. We saw that came with the other one, and his sheath. And he just fit that right inside there. And finally, Praetorian Perfecto. Now this guy is pretty much, oh, okay. One of my son's figures broke. I've been super gluing it, and it knocked a bunch of other stuff over there. So, all right, this is what this bad boy looks like. It comes with a cloak. Now the cloak's removable, it comes off. I'm not gonna go through all of that to pull the cloak off. He's got pretty much the same articulation. Actually, I didn't really go over articulation that much with the last guy. You know, you can do the, hey, go team, go, hey, I'm a T. His arms go up, they go around, The armor over here moves up out of the way so you can get full range. It's got movement at the elbows. Hand goes around, up and down. I'm sure you can rearrange that to where, actually, let me just take the cloak off. This is what he looks like outside of the cloak. Again, you got really great detail in the hair. I didn't really show you the back of the helmet and everything else, but it looks exactly to a T like that. That's what he looks up front. Belt moves up and down. Again, you got the arm rotation there, bends there, rotates around. Again, if you want to heat this up, pop the gauntlets off, and like we found on the other figure, this whole torso pops up. He's got underneath here, there's actually an ab crunch underneath this armor and everything else. You can pop that off, and it's got bearskin armor and everything else. You can watch my Praetorian video and stuff, see where I actually pop that apart. And this skirt is separate and everything else, so you can do a, hey, I'm a muscular guy by popping the torsos off of one of these guys and pop it on there and have the Roman underlay skirt. Or, well, yeah, it's a skirt because they're not Irish, so it's not a kilt. Again, you got excellent, you know, ankle rotation. It bends that far back, that far forward, or vice versa. That far forward, that far back. Anyway, heat this up. These also come off and everything else, so you can even do a bare-legged running around. He's got a holster already attached to the belt right there, and that's where the dagger will go. And I'm not going to pop the head off and go through all that. I've seen some toy reviewers struggle with that, and since I do a one-shot review, I don't have time to heat anything up. So this head right here goes on top, you know, replace it right there. You got the helmet. Oh, that looks really good. New toy smell. I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with new toy smell. I smell pretty much every one of my figures. I don't know if I mentioned that last review. I know I've said it in another one or two before, but here's how he looks and everything else. And son of a Baptist minister. Okay, let me walk over here for a brief second. Sorry, this decided to fly off the end of the table and kind of needed to finish this review. Lift the arm up again. Got that little right there. Got the hole right over here. Hopefully it'll go in quicker than the last one. Oh, bam. Way quicker than the Praetorian. So there you go. Has his sword attached to him. You can do that and make it fall right back off. Let me see. We'll keep it like that at an angle. So here we go right there. He also has, let's see what this little nifty thing is. Bam. All right, something else that gets put together. Here's the top part of the eagle. And this is basically, I guess it goes like this. Wow, okay. It does not look like it wants to fit together real quick, like. There we go. Bam. And now if you've watched the series Gladius, Spartacus, you see a lot of these hanging up in one scene where basically they went through and killed a bunch of Roman emperors and stuff like that. Oh, bam, there, got it, fit all nice and snug. So that's basically, it would just sit there right behind him and everything else, and that lets him know that, like, this is, again, head asshole. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a couple height comparisons and stuff real quick. Let me put the cloak back on, the helmet back on. We're gonna lower this just a smidgen. We're gonna bring the Praetorian Guard out, set him up right next to it, and then we're gonna grab a couple of the Wave 1 guys, put them here, slap him right up here. So of course it fits well with these guys. Here is a Drizzt Du Erden from Hasbro. And we'll go Mythic Legions right here. So it fits all really well with these guys. And let me just grab, if you want to do an ancient Roman, oh, you can just lay down. If you want to do an ancient Romans and stuff versus Predators, boom, you got it right there. Plus I'm working on a, back over here, you can't see behind the packages, a Gladiator Predator figure of my own. So again, company XesRay Studios, the name of the figures are Combatants Fight for Glory, and I mean they're just amazing and everything else. Wave 1, I got this helmet. This actually is not the helmet that comes with this figure. I'll do a review if you want to see something on that later. But yeah, like if you're really into Gladiator stuff like that, definitely check these out. Like I said, I got mine off of XesRay Studios. Let me fix that back up so you can see my ugly mug. Got mine off XesRay Studios. Shipment was really quick and everything else. They got several of the figures left and cases and stuff like that. So check them out. And 5K Toys. Bam. Go to 5K Toys and get them. But anyway, if you're into that stuff, like definitely some serious figures you need to get. They fit well with actually Mythic Legions and a few of the other fantasy style figures. I got a Mezco Conan coming in real quick. I've seen someone compare the height and everything on that, and they're a little bit bigger, but I think that's perfect, especially because, you know, Conan will kick some serious big guy ass. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the review. Check out some of my others. New to this, well, not new to this, it's been a year, but I was new to it then, so I'm still new to it now. Anyway, I hope you really like this. It's a one-shot review. I just ramble and we'll continue to talk about toys. And yeah, come check me out. Like and subscribe.